Hi guys, today what I came on to talk about was basically nerve issues and how the muscles can affect this and how I can help you with this basically. So for instance, sometimes you might get kind of tingling in your hand. Sometimes people class that as carpal tunnel syndrome. Generally with carpal tunnel syndrome, what will happen is you might be just not moving your arm and all of a sudden you get really bad tingling in it and you can't kind of feel it and you don't seem to have as much control over it. It tends to affect this side of the hand, more so your thumb side, middle finger, and half your wedding band finger essentially is what it affects. But anyway, generally carpal tunnel syndrome basically is what I'm trying to get is the problem is here at the carpal tunnel area basically, or yeah, the carpal tunnel area. But sometimes what might happen is you might be lying on your bed at night, lying on a particular shoulder, let's say, and all of a sudden you wake up and your whole arm is dead. And sometimes that gets classed as carpal tunnel for some reason, but it might be just as simple as a muscle gets really tight in your shoulder. Could be around here, it could be around here. So your pec, your back muscles, your trap muscles they can get tight sometimes, and when you lie on that area, then it can cause your arm or your hand to tingle. So basically, now I will always say if you get tingling and it's never happened before, go to your doctor and they'll generally, if they're worried, they'll send you maybe for an MRI just so you don't use the loose of the limb. If they're not, they'll just say it's tight muscles. That's when you can come to me. So if you are starting to get sort of tingling, then if you lie on the other shoulder and it's fine, but then when you lie on that shoulder and you get tingling, you know it's something to do with the muscles on that side generally. Similarly, if you get a pain in your let's say in your bum or down your leg, and you've gone for the MRI, generally if you get shooting pain down your leg, they will give you an MRI to see you have disc problems. But sometimes I've had people come to me and they've come and they have had shooting pain down their leg and in the centre of their bum for ages. They go get their MRI and they haven't got any disc problems whatsoever. In fact, there's a muscle in your bum that essentially it's called this, oh my god, what is it called? The piriformis. It's called the piriformis, and essentially what that can do is sometimes the nerve kind of goes under that muscle, and when it gets tight it pinches the nerve and it can cause all sorts of terrible problems for people. It can be quite painful. So if you get any pain essentially down your leg and in your bum, even if the bottom of your lower back even sometimes, and your discs have been ruled out, that's generally muscles, and that's something as well that I can help with. Now if you start to get loss of feeling in the limbs and that's constant, always go to your doctor first. And as well, if you have lack of control over your movement, always go to your doctor first. But if they say it's muscle problems or it's tight muscles and they've ruled out anything more sinister essentially, come to your physio because we can help you then. So that's all I have to say today, guys. If you have any questions about what I've done it today, absolutely get in contact with me, and thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again next week.